So write the heading of agricultural insurance. So agriculture insurance. What's the meaning of insurance? Why we require insurance?
Unforeseen circumstances.
To cover the risk under unforeseen circumstances. अब लोगों को अच्छा नहीं लगता मैं ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ तो नहीं, मतलब आपके बेनिफिट के लिए, मुझे कुछ नहीं है. आई कैन गो लाइक अ ट्रेन जस्ट बिकॉज वी हैव अ स्मॉल क्राउड सो दैट वी कैन इंटरैक्ट. अदरवाइज मैं 300 बच्चों में जब पढ़ा था तो उस तरफ मुड़ता ही नहीं, इधर बोला नीचे उधर देखना ही नहीं. इफ यू विल टेल मी आई विल नॉट आस्क. दिस नो अबाउट डिमिनेशन ऑफ यू, और मैं कभी पॉइंट आउट करके भी नहीं पूछा दैट यू शुड टेल मी, और नॉट लाइक दिस. ठीक है, इफ यू डोंट लाइक जस्ट टेल मी फ्रेंडली, नो इश्यूज. ठीक है. So agriculture insurance means wherever there is a risk involved, you require some kind of safety, security. Okay. So just to cover that risk, there is a concept of insurance. Now you have to understand agriculture insurance is very different from industrial insurance or other insurance. Like life insurance, premium is high and the compensation will come in the later years. When India is having young population, you do not require certain kind of funds to provide that compensation. Later on in 2050s, 60s, whenever the chunk of population will die, then the amount of compensation you have to give. So in recent years, insurance, life insurance is a good market. But whenever you think about insurance market, there is only 20% penetration in India. So if you want to do a business, insurance is a good sector of the future for 10 to 15 years. Getting my point? So here agriculture insurance is very different. It means either you will get the premium or you have to provide full compensation, because there are two conditions. First, you will get a healthy crop. On the other side, you will get a crop failure. So agriculture insurance is very risky, and private companies are very reluctant in providing agriculture insurance. So write few lines. What is agriculture insurance? In an economic activity, when there is a risk involved, then the concept of insurance comes into the picture. To handle or mitigate the risk. Here mitigation of the risk means minimizing the risk. Okay, done. So in India, insurance is provided by public sector as well as private sector. Can you tell me any name of the private sector? Life Insurance Corporation, LIC, provides insurance, life insurance. Non-life insurance, there are 4 companies under the heading of GIC, General Insurance Company. So there are 4 companies like National Insurance, Oriental Insurance, etc. And we have other private sector insurance companies as well. But there is a condition under Insurance Regulatory Development Act that if a foreign company, FDI, wants to think about investing in Indian insurance market, then there is a limit. If you remember the discussion of FDI, we've discussed that in January 2018, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs provided FDI cap up to 49% in the insurance sector. It means if a company is coming into India for an insurance business, they have to collaborate with some domestic companies. So you will find like SBI Life, HDFC Life, ICICI Prudential, and ऐसे करके और भी Max Bupa, Aegon Religare. So these are combination or what we call joint venture between domestic and foreign companies. So because we do not trust on foreign companies, because insurance funds are long-term funds, that is why India is going towards Dubai to avail these insurance funds, because in Dubai there are huge amounts of pension funds, insurance funds that they are thinking to invest in India. So why then a Republic Day पे जो Republic Day पे हर बार अपन invite करते हैं ना head of the state, that is totally based on the basis of interest. So एक बार उनको दूसरी बार उनको, that's a good tradition. ठीक है. So in India, agriculture insurance started in the year 1975. So in the year 1975, first time the concept of agriculture insurance introduced in India. We have certain schemes like, remember the schemes like NAIS, what is the full form? नहीं भी आता हो तो easy है, National Agriculture Insurance Scheme. And later on this National Agriculture Insurance Scheme converted into MNAIS, Modified National Agriculture Insurance Scheme, in the year 2011. Now this government came into the picture and replaced these two with Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So अपन को लगा नई स्कीम आ गई, नया कुछ नहीं था इसमें. It's just reformation of MNAIS. It means what was the problem under MNAIS, they have replaced with Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Obviously this is better than this, and this is better than this, and this is better than the previous all other small schemes. So obviously reforms are taken place. But here we will only concerned with Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana and will not discuss NAIS and MNAIS. But whenever I am telling you about the provisions under Fasal Bima Yojana, I will compare with this MNAIS. Like for example, we have did in that Land Act versus Land Bill. So you write few points. Agriculture insurance in India started in the year 1975. 1975. Full stop. In the year 1999, agricultural insurance formally started with a scheme named as National Agricultural Insurance Scheme, NAIS. Full stop. There are certain limitations under NAIS that was rectified in 2011. Under modified NAIS. Full stop. Yes, in which year? Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So in the year 2016, you write in the year 2016, government came out with a scheme for agriculture insurance, known as Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So we'll discuss the provisions. So you write first one. Under PMFBY, under PMFBI, there is a lower premium rate. There is a lower premium rate for the farmers. So you write like this. Any idea? 2%, 1.5%, 5%. So these are the rates of premium. So who will give this 2%, 1.5%, 5%? Farmers, ke government? Farmers. I'm just asking. So farmers will give this premium. So this is lower than MNAIS, this is equivalent to MNAIS, and this is lower than MNAIS. We compare with the previous scheme. So it means if you have an EMI of 10,000 rupees, then farmers will give for the Kharif crop only 200 rupees. Who will give the remaining amount? Government. Government is a vague term. Here, central or state or both. ऐसे आता है यूपीएससी में. Under प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा योजना, the remaining amount of premium will be paid by center only. Statement is correct or wrong? So it is the contribution of both. So you write under first one, ये लिख लिया आपने तीनों table type. So you write the remaining amount of the premium, will be provided by center as well as state government. Center as well as state government. ठीक है, लिखे वो लिखाऊँ क्या MNAIS से कंपेयर करके. If you want to write in a bracket, you can write higher than MNAIS, and that is equal to MNAIS. हाँ sorry lower than. क्या हो रहा है, चलो you write the next one. You write the next one. Under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, the sum assured is higher than now it is correct, higher than MNAIS. So sum assured means the amount of money you will get in case of any mishappening. So here you will get in case of crop failure. So right, in case of crop failure, farmers will get sum assured. And this sum assured will be calculated on the basis of average threshold production of any area, in last 7 years, multiplied by the MSP of that crop. ठीक है. So I hope this is my prediction that this particular formula they can ask, because they have reached the saturation to make the question regarding Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So they can ask this formula. So average threshold production in last 7 years of a particular area multiplied by the MSP of the crop. ठीक है ना. Third point you write, under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, there is a wider risk coverage. There is a wider risk coverage. There is a wider risk coverage. What do you understand by risk coverage? So what happened?
Earlier there was only the provision of if in case there is a crop failure, but now they've also added like the crops which need cutting and drying.
Yes, perfect,
Also,
perfect.
included that.
Perfect. It means in the case of MNIS, it was a concept only that sum assured will be given only for monsoon failure. But under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, it is for crop failure. Here monsoon failure and crop failure are the two different things. Which one is wider term? Crop failure, because crop failure can be caused by any other circumstances, like for example fire, pest attack, etc.
Animal damage.
Anything. By earthquake, etc. कुछ भी land आधा हो गया. So you write this one. Under क्या लिखा, कुछ लिखा है अभी?
There's a wider risk coverage.
Under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, there is a wider risk coverage. Full stop. Under it, farmers will get sum assured. Under it, farmers will get sum assured in case of crop failure. In case of crop failure, so it is an improvement. So it is an improvement over and above. So it is an improvement over and above MNAIS, in which the risk covered only for monsoon failure. Full stop. The other risk which are varied from state to state, like fire, pest attack, landslide, fire, pest attack, landslide, etc. ठीक है. I think we have completed 3 points. Now you write fourth one. Under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, there is a concept of. Under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, there is a concept of faster settlement. What do you understand by this word, faster settlement?
The banks and the state have been instructed that they will have to pay penalties if the settlement is not given. For the state, the duration is 3 months, and for the banks, it's 2 months.
So it means there is a timeline in order to provide certain kind of settlement. Suppose for example there is a case of crop failure. Farmers what will have to do? They have to take pictures, etc. Then they have to file certain kind of documents that there is a case of crop failure, we need some kind of funds from the insurance company because we were paying premium on time, etc., etc. But here if we compare these time periods, 2 months and 3 months, if we compare this with China. In China, if there is a hailstorm at around 10 p.m. in night, 11 p.m. in night, in the morning 6 a.m., 7 a.m., Chinese farmers will get compensation directly in their account. So that is what we call faster settlement. And we compare India with China. There is no comparison. China is far away. It's all about the different concept of nationalism, etc. Okay, India is good, that is good. But practically, can you imagine that? If there is any hailstorm in night, by morning, आपकी आँख खुलेगी उससे पहले, there will be a compensation in your bank account. इंडिया वाले से सुनिए NEFT करेंगे, IMPS करें. ठीक है, so you write. Faster settlement means how quickly the sum assured is reaching the beneficiary. How quickly the sum assured is reaching the beneficiary. Full stop. It depends on the quick assessment done by the insurance companies of crop failure. Quick assessment done by the insurance companies for the crop failure. It requires better technology for assessment. It requires better technology for assessment, such as satellite mapping, drone technology, with the help of mobile application. Etc. I hope you understand the point. It means it depends on the quick assessment. So the assessment is quick. How? With the help of drone, you can analyze the crop failure. With the help of satellite mapping, etc., you can give faster settlements. Okay. Now what do you think, what are the limitations? It means, suppose for example, in order to make this Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana a successful one, I'll take 10 minutes more. No issues? ठीक है. और कहीं क्लास है क्या आपकी? ठीक है. So, what are the limitations of, what are the challenges we can say? Because limitations we will discuss about something happened in the past. Here we can think about challenges in front of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So you write the subheading challenges. This is the last heading under agriculture insurance. So you write subheading challenges in front of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. First point, lack of awareness among farmers. This is the universal point you can use anywhere in the examination. Now from now onwards you will tell me what are the challenges in front of. If you are reading newspaper, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is in news. Yesterday I was also talking about some issues in the premium amount, some issues in the settlement farmers are now opting out of. So in just 2 years, this Fasal Bima Yojana is moving towards a failure. What do you think? What kind of challenges you have? What kind of suggestion you will give to Prime Minister? Proper nahi hai. Like for example, in finding this quick settlement, we need accurate weather data. So who calculates, who actually give the data of weather in India? IMD, Indian Meteorological Department. कभी आपने देखा उन्होंने बोला जिस दिन आज बारिश होगी उस दिन बारिश नहीं होती. So we need accurate weather data. आज बोला बारिश होगी उसी दिन धूप निकलती है बहुत तेज. So you write first. Government should provide accurate weather data. Government should provide accurate weather data, especially at micro level. Especially at micro level. What does it mean? It means suppose your farm is located in South Delhi and you are seeing the data of Delhi, that there is a possibility of rain in Delhi. Will it be beneficial for you? No. So we need micro level weather data, region wise. Under South Delhi, you will divide some regions. ठीक है? So you go to micro level, it means at village level. तो आपने देखा होगा ना, बहुत जगह ऐसा होता है कि जहाँ आप खड़े हो वहाँ बारिश नहीं हो रही, सामने बारिश हो रही. So we need micro level data to get the quick settlement, quick assessment, etc. So do I have to define this word micro level? So in bracket you write region wise, area wise. Third point you write, the most important challenge is of faster settlement. Like the amount of subsidy is not fixed between center and the state. There is a lack of efficient administrative functionaries. There is a lack of efficient administrative functionaries. Full stop. There's one state that performed well in faster settlement. Can you give me the name? There's one state. Like for example, there's one state good in PDS. There's one state good in agriculture marketing. There's one state good in agriculture growth. So ऐसे examples आप please रख लें, मेंस में काम आता है. State level example. So the state is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has been very successful in providing faster settlement to their farmers. ठीक है, so you write Tamil Nadu government best example for faster settlement. Best example for faster settlement. So that's the end of this agriculture insurance. Now we'll come on to loan waiver. Loan
Can we say that there is no interdepartmental
coordination, obviously. That is what we call administrative functional.
And sir, why do you think all the crops are MSP for them? Or there are
What?
All the crops are MSP designated for them or some are?
There are 24 crops that you know, 23. For 23 we announce as MSP, and for one crop we announce as FRP. That is for sugarcane. Fair and remunerative price. Why fair and why name is different? वो मैं agriculture marketing में discuss करता. That is the topic of agriculture marketing, MSP, etc. MSP is a separate topic as well. It will take around 1.5 hours. MSP and price policy, that will discuss after agriculture marketing and before PDS.
तो सर ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि किसी क्रॉप का MSP नहीं है तो फिर उसका कैलकुलेट कैसे होगा?
वो एवरेज उसी में से, that is for MSP. And government announces MSP for not for all the crops. They announces only for few crops, 6 to 7. So that is also one of the suggestion under MSP and reform price policy reforms. That we'll discuss in the later course. It will take around 1.5 hours. So trust me, we'll cover that. But here we will discuss about only loan waiver. Now what happened in the conditions of this Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So according to the estimates and according to my research as well, that there are few reasons that becomes a big hurdle in the success of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. First of all, you know that if there is a premium of 10,000 rupees per month, farmer will pay 200 rupees. The remaining amount, 9,800, will be divided in two parts, that is center and the states. So there is a question mark, how much they will contribute. Second question is suppose this premium government will pay for, maybe we take the research of 2 years. So if this particular amount government will pay for the next 2 years, this amount will be around 90,000 crores, the premium amount approximately. And this 90,000 crore requires from the government side to pay the premium. Now if government will not pay this premium, what will be the situation? Insurance company will not provide the sum assured to the farmers. Then this 200 rupees that was paid by the farmers will go in waste. There is no use of this. This 200 obviously will create some kind of burden on the farmers. 200 per month. Surely a burden on marginal farmers. Now what happened? If government will not pay this 90,000 crore to the private insurance company, that is the situation. Then these private companies will not provide sum assured. Then after 2 years, government will announce 60,000 crore of loan waiver. Getting my point? This is the real life situation. You remember that? Which government announces 60,000 crore of loan waiver. Under this loan waiver, government will be able to save 30,000 crore and will get the populist measure. And what about this amount? Total waste. That is why farmers are opting out of this particular scheme. हम भाई 200 रुपए भर रहे हैं, उसका क्या है? कहाँ जा रहा है वो पैसा? Because government is not paying its part on time, so the private companies will work on commercial. So only profit making. If they will not receive the premium, how can they give the sum assured? Farmers will not get. Then government announces 60,000 crore of loan waiver. This is the current situation. Government will be able to save 30,000 crore and will get the populist measure. Loan waiver किया भाई, vote मिलेगा.
See, the government is not paying their sum, then how the private companies are able to generate so much profit? 15,000.
हाँ तो I'm not saying that they are not paying whole 9,800. They are paying less. In some situation, state government is paying, center is not paying. Center is paying, state is not paying. There is no fixed amount. Sometimes they will pay. If they will pay, private companies will invest in certain securities. They will earn interest with this sum assured. They are getting sum assured from farmers as well. They are actually accumulating funds. So what are the big demerits of this loan waiver? Is that will create a ripple effect. So it means every state will demand loan waiver. And this particular scheme, which is very good scheme, lacks implementation. Okay. So what's the concept, what's the current situation? So that's the end of this class. Thank you.
So could you explain that how it become 90,000 crore?
This is according to the estimates. If government will pay the premium throughout the 2 years, this is a research published in Economic and Political Weekly, a magazine, economic research. I hope you heard about it, Economics and Political Weekly. So I was reading some research article. Under it, so I found this data. 90,000 crore will be the premium amount, the expenditure from the government side by paying premium. But if government will not pay this amount for 2 years, and government announces this as a loan waiver, then government will able to save 30,000 crore. Rough estimates, because although the picture is not clear till present. And these loan waivers, some persons are receiving less than 1 rupees, a check of less than 1 rupees in UP. सुना होगा आप, न्यूज़पेपर्स में आया था. One person receives a check of 0.87. He was the educated farmer. Wrote a letter because my brother, my cousin brother, is the Parshad of a particular village in UP. He told me that he wrote a letter. पढ़ा लिखा फार्मर था, उसको चेक मिला 0.87 रुपये डायरेक्टली टू PMO. That I am richer than नरेंद्र मोदी. उसमें 1 रुपये का सिक्का चिपका के PMO भेज दिया. चेक की कॉस्ट 0.87 से ज़्यादा है. So this is the amount. Loan waiver means 60,000 crore divided by the number of farmers. तो ऐसे ही होना है. If number of farmers are low. This is a grim situation on loan waiver. It looks good in front, but in reality, that is also not good. Government spended 60,000 crore, but no one get the benefit of this 60,000 crore. ठीक है. So that's it for today. Thank you.